Hello everybody and welcome back to another more jellyfish video. Today I'm bringing more of a how I solo my falling games currently rather than how you guys can do it. Unless you got the high requirements to do so. But this will require Pursuit, which requires level 100 or the Game Pass. Mortar, which is level 75 or the Game Pass. And then Golden Cowboy, which would require you to either buy a ton of gold to make sure you get it, or you farm a lot and got it like I did. Preferably one of your earlier boxes. I got mine in my second, so pretty lucky there. On that note, yeah, let's, I'm going to show you guys how I do this. I typically come out with about a 23-minute round for this, so it's definitely worth the watch. It's pretty intense, but it's a pretty quick solo as far as that goes for a solo Fallen, that is. Which is pretty impressive considering that some games go longer when I play with other people. So technically I could actually solo farm Fallen now faster than I could with technically a team. In some occasions, not all occasions. Some occasions I've had faster with teams, but in just a general sense of how long sometimes games take, this is actually faster than that. So we're coming up on our normal like wave 2 skip here, so make sure we hit that, grab this, just drop this cowboy anywhere over here really. And you can see that golden cowboy at work. No more setting him to the hardest target like my old guide. You just drop him and he one-shots them for 5 health. Perfect. Nice. Next up, we're just going to kind of chill here for a minute. We got a few rounds before we can do anything else here. Just make sure you skip so you can save yourself some time. I'm going to be skipping all throughout this whole thing to try and make this faster as a video and just a faster solo overall. Try to do it in moderation with rounds you know you're good to skip on. Obviously, try not to skip rounds where, like, say you have a Templar up with 10,000 health. Don't skip then. You're gonna get yourself overcrammed with summoners and other Templars. It's gonna make it real hard to do so. As you can see, we're in wave 4 now, but we're just chilling. This beginning part is probably the most boring part of this whole thing. After that, it's gonna start taking off and getting pretty spicy. So we'll just keep skipping. We get into wave 5 coming up here soon. This guy, just letting him solo. He's doing his thing here. Look at him go. Now, something I'm going to do differently. Rather than placing my second cowboy with this guy to save myself from all the quicks, I'm actually going to let one pass by. One should pass by him and cause you to lose 4 lives if you are redoing this as I am. So you'll probably see that. I'm calling it right now. I lose 4 lives. One of them gets by. With that next cowboy, I'm just going to put him straight in center right here. As you can see, like I said, one gets by. I've been at this for a little bit, getting a little extra practice at it. Haven't lost any of them, surprisingly. Some have had a few little different changes, but I've been fine-tuning things up a little bit. But yeah, we're just going to set him right here. You'll see why for the placement for this later. But we'll get there. So he's there, he's doing his thing. He's going pow-pow, you know. Going pew-pew. And you can see, between the two of them, they still hold the waves off like they're supposed to. God, I'm losing my voice today, in stream and in the video. Anyways, next, start on your mortars in wave 7. Wave 7, get your mortars going, like you normally would, in a Fallen solo. You should be fine there. I'm going to continue skipping waves as normal, so I can ramp off more stuff. For the mortars, best placements for me is 3 at the bottom, then 2 in between the other ones. That seems to be a good setup for them. As for placement wise, to stack them pretty well. As you can see, I can afford a 3rd one. I'm gonna just drop him right there. I do apologize, my voice sounds terrible in this video, but I'm gonna make it anyways. But yeah, I think I might be losing my voice from too much talking. I do a lot of talking via streams and videos. So, anyways. There we go, we got 5 mortars up, we're good now. Now we can move back into cowboys. And something that's pretty impressive about these mortars, if you look at the range, nice, huh? Real nice. Alright, anyways, let's get back into placing our cowboys and make sure we're getting them down. Alright, you can see we got enough money, so we'll go ahead and toss another cowboy. Keep them kind of lined up right here. Don't go too far over here. We don't really want to end up over here because when we place our first commander, he's not going to see this area. So try and keep them like right here in this middle-ish, kind of snug. I know this is a U-shape and it's going to be more beneficial if they could shoot this whole U-shape, but that's not going to matter right now. You got other things covering your bacon anyways. At some point here, I'm going to sell this cowboy and use it to move cowboys over here just because I don't want him over there. There's no reason for him to be over there anymore. He's done his job. and eventually I'll pick them up and sell them. And now we're going to just go right here. I'm going to go ahead and pick that cowboy up. I'm going to go right here with this guy. Now I'm actually going to try something slightly different in this one. I'm going to actually leave this space open right here. And I'm going to build right here and right here with these cowboys. So we're at 6, 7, 8. We're at 8. Go ahead and go for... You know, we'll just stick with 8. You probably could go a little higher or a little lower, depending on what you feel personally. But I'm going to just start getting upgrades on these guys. We'll go stealth, bandana, stealth, and then bandana. Did you guys see them moving even though the round's over? That was kind of weird looking. Anyways, as these guys shoot, you should get another upgrade or two. Go ahead and grab another one. We're going to grab the bandana upgrade next too. I just prefer bandana upgrades with the stealth detection. It works better for me. You can personally do stealth upgrades first if you like. I'm going to make sure I'm up here to skip this round. There's no reason for me to not skip it. And we'll grab another stealth detection as well. And then move into bandana upgrade once I can afford it. We're just waiting here. Alright, got it. Done. Now we're going to grab this guy's upgrade. Now, right now I'm just going to top out the stealth ones because we're not making quite enough money to buy the bandanas and I don't like waiting around. So we got all of these guys level 2 in the front, but we're still working on the back ones. Go ahead and skip that. By the way, you don't have to skip all these. I'm just trying to keep it convenient size for video, while also giving a step-to-step guide, while also kind of just showing you that I can speed run these pretty well now in a solo scenario. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw another cowboy right here. We'll cram him in here. Right here. It just doesn't look right to not have even sides. Now we have 9. Once that's done, go ahead and grab your bandito upgrade. And once that's done, move on to your next guy and grab him the same upgrade. Just gotta wait for the money. There we go. And then we'll move into the next one for that. There's no real pattern you need to do for these guys. As long as you have a good chunk of cowboys up here and you're getting some upgrades on them, you should be fine. This is not an exact step-to-step video, as it's more so what I do to solo, and not so much of a how-to guide. So, also I'm worried about if I keep talking, I might not have a voice tomorrow for stream. So, and we wouldn't want that. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another upgrade for my cowboy here. As you can see, we got a few more to go here. I think we got two more upgrades to go here. We're coming into wave 18. Something that you want to make sure you get done between now and 24 is maybe some outlaws, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the bandito upgrades on these first. I think we should have time for this. And those are... Well, we're not getting any money procs. Those are officially done. Okay. I'm going to skip. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on outlaws. Placement on these isn't too crucial. There's other places you can place them if you mess up too bad, but we're going to try to go 1, and then right slightly beside him, we will go 2, 3. Sometimes you got to go slightly over a little bit. 3, come on, 3, okay. Then we're going to go 4. I'm going to go and skip this round. As you can see, our outlaws are now becoming useful for something. Yay, they're useful. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop this commander right here. More so angled for this back building. I'm really more concerned about the outlaws and stuff than the cowboys. In this build, most of the cowboys will get sold off. I might as well just get to call arms, pop it, just so we can feel comfortable here. So then we're going to start the second tier up here. We're going to start like right here. 1, 2, if it'll let us. Come on, 2, okay. 3. And 4. We might have to shuffle back a little bit. Yep, 4. Alright, so you can see now I have 8 outlaws. This will allow 9, and then this will allow 10 right here. Okay, so now we got our 10 outlaws. We got our commander up. Go ahead and just go ahead and max this commander out. Next here, By the way, I could be skipping so many more rounds and making this faster, but I'm too worried about placing troops right now, I guess. So yeah, we're in the next round here. And we're cruising along. Go ahead and redouble check to make sure everything over here has your commander's upgrade. Alright, we're good. I'm not really worried about the Cowboys. If some of the Cowboys got the buff, good for them. It wasn't meant for them, really. Alright, now that we got that done, we're going to skip this wave. Go ahead and work on getting all your outlaws to level 2. We're going to go ahead and pop that buff for them so they can just make sure stuff gets down. We'll go 2, 2, 2, and, well, we can't go 2 just yet. We got to wait a little bit. That's fine. 2, and then we'll go... I'm going to just grab all these guys rank 1, and then we'll come back through with the rank 2s. I'm going to go ahead and skip this round again. Why not? We're not in any trouble. Save ourselves a little time here. And we're just going to keep going here. As you can see, the next round, that skip didn't even punish us. If anything, it saved us 7 seconds. But yeah, well, the next round's going now. We'll just continue working on getting all these guys level 2 here. By the way, if you have the railgun skin, you'll easily tell level 2. You can see they get the little headband goggles, so... I don't know if all the skins are obvious. I know it's super obvious for mine, though. So, and then now we know they're all level 2. We can see they all have that. Next up, we're going to work on our pursuits. One of the big boys in this game for us. We're going to start over here. You should see the commander buff on him. You want these to have the commander buff, that extra rate of fire, natural buff, or the buff itself when it comes up is going to be good. Now we left this little space, that way I could cram one up in there, by the way, guys. You could do this a little bit differently if you want to, but yeah. I left that little space so we could cram one up in there, but you can see that we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we only have 6. Now we want to get 10, but we don't want to sell nothing just yet. We want to hold on here. And the main reason for that is there's no reason to give up our Cowboys earlier when they're still generating us money for upgrades. So we're going to work on getting everything to the $2,500 upgrade, at least on our helicopters here. Go ahead and get that done. As they're just more useful once you get them a little bit going. I think I missed the upgrade on that one. Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. And now we're just going to go ahead and work on getting these to level 5. Try and get them level 5 if you can, before wave 30. I think it's maybe a good goal. I'm not sure of an exact round. I haven't really, written anything out for this, for, what round should be what or anything like that. So, this is just kind of a rough guide, quickly, showing here. I still need to work with this a little bit more and fine-tune things. In the later rounds, you'll see that my mortars get stunned. If I could avoid that, they'd be so much better off. Maybe even putting them over here might help that. But yeah, we'll just have to trial and error that kind of stuff later on. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this, and get myself a little bit faster at this. Alright, so we got 3 helicopters max level now. We're going to start the next round. We're good here. We'll grab 2 more 4,500 upgrades just so I don't have to worry about them in the future when we're going along here. I'm going to go ahead and pop this buff. This buff also does help your helicopters, which is why it's useful to have them in the commander's range. Which is a bad thing because the commander has to sit here and now he buffs the helicopters, but he also gets stunned by any Templar that decides he wants to shoot you. But we'll make a fix to that by putting the other 2 commanders here on the side, which put them more out of the way of fire. That way, at least your mortars and outlaws should be getting buffs more often. Yep, just working on our helicopters still. We should get the last one to max here as the tank shows up. Or is about to show up. Alright, there we go. Alright, our 6 helicopters are max. It doesn't have to exactly be 6. I've rushed helicopters first in this same strat here. I'm doing things a little bit slightly different this second time around. The first recording messed up on me, so I redid it, and yeah, here we are. And as you see, I just skipped the next round, which may seem a bit risky, but I'm honestly not worried about this tank doing anything that I can't deal with, plus the next wave starting. And as you can see, the helicopters aren't even worried about helping get this guy, but the outlaws and the mortars got it, and the helicopters are keeping the wave shoved back, so in a sense, they're kind of working as a team. Now what we want to do is I want to max the mortars. What we're going to do this for is we're coming up on the Templar. And when the Templar comes out in wave 35, we need as much explosive damage to get rid of him as soon as possible. So, gonna work on our mortars here. Just gonna grab these upgrades here real quick. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Alright, those are done. I mean, we gotta get a max, but the level 3 upgrade is done. Might as well pop our buff here just to help ourselves out. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab these final buffs here for our guys. Max them out. Once these guys are maxed, we're going to move into Outlaws next. Basically, like I said, we're just trying to max everything out before we start selling a cowboy and replacing it with a better troop. And you're just going to continue that along. You're like, alright, one cowboy gone, one new troop. One cowboy gone, one new troop. And those are going to be replaced with helicopters, by the way. Before this one, I did it where I swapped with Outlaws through the end, but this time I decided to buy Outlaws first to see if things change up a little bit differently for me. So far, things aren't going bad, so can't complain. Typically, I go for like level 4s on these first before going all the way to level 5. If you prefer your Outlaws to level 5 first, you can. If you want an extra buff here, I'd say go ahead and drop a cowboy and pick up a second commander like I am. This might make for a slightly faster game if you do so. And like I said, we'll get a level 4 there. We'll keep going. Now we're coming into... Oh, no, we're not. I thought we were, but not just yet. We're almost to there. I'm getting eager for that, the Templar to show up. I'd tell you what, though. That Templar's not ready for what's going to hit him when he walks in here. It won't last very long. Okay, these are going down here. We're doing good. We'll go ahead and throw another buff here. Skip. That way we're moving on to the next round here. We'll get into the next wave coming out for us. We're going to go ahead and pop this buff. As you can see, our first Templar's here. Let's see him. He's going to go down. You'll see. He goes down pretty quickly for the most part. As you can see, though, like what I was talking about with the previous problem, he shuts the mortars down. And I don't like that, but I didn't want to sit here and do too many more games and get to bed too late. Trial and airing out more mortar spots. Now see, the skip's available, but I'm not going to take it because as he's kept my commander stunned for the most part, he's still at decent health. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and skip. He's in his last 2k. I'm pretty comfortable with them taking that out before the next round starts. As you can see, they just got him taken out and the next round's just starting, so good timing, save ourselves a little bit of time. Now we're just going to keep working on our Outlaws here. We got that done. We'll go ahead and pop a commander buff here. Get ready on your next commander as the Templar's already here, so we just want to be ready for that when he gets here and starts to do his thing. And that buff's down, so we'll go, while we're stunned, commander will go. I wouldn't skip around here either. I would just wait. You're just not quite ready to be shoving into next rounds just yet. Go ahead and work on getting your Outlaws that final upgrade now here. As you can see, the summoner boss is passing this up, but the helicopters are still working on the Templar. That is fine. Your Outlaws and mortars will deal with the summoner, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead and press skip. I know they're both low, so we're good to get into the next round going here. And we're good, so we're moving to the next round at a decent speed. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another Outlaw upgrade if it will let me. There we go. Okay. And once we see a high priority target, we'll just go ahead and launch this now. Why not? Call of Arms. Alright, I'm going to sell another Cowboy just because I want to get a third commander up here so I can chain the Call to Arms. As you can see, even if he's this far back, he still hits the helicopter bases, which is basically what we really want. We want it on the helicopters plus the mortars and the other guys as well. You can see he's sweeping this commander, so I'm going to pop his buff a little early because I know he's going to get thrown into a stun, and I don't want to deal with that. I mean, they got my next guy, but hopefully he'll be out of that, and I can just spam click this, and he'll be ready when I need him. As you can see, he was ready when I need him, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few more Outlaw upgrades here. And then we're going to go ahead and drop this guy's upgrades. You can see we barely got that off before the sweep. You want to make sure you're trying to do that. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and sell a Cowboy, and I'm going to move into another helicopter base. Why can't I place this there? There it goes. Took a little while. And we're just going to get that upgrade. You can see that the Outlaws and the mortars took care of everything. I'm going to skip this round. He's basically gone, and that'll save us a few more seconds. Next, I'm going to sell another Cowboy and place another helicopter base since we're good there. We're keeping up just fine with things. Go ahead and get this commander's buff off. He's in the front, so you really want to get him off before the round starts. Otherwise, he typically gets thrown right into a stun, and we don't like that. So, and go ahead and sell another cowboy, another helicopter. That'll just help max things out for this end game. Get ourselves another buff off here. I think we got one more helicopter to place, which will just slide right in here. And we'll max that out. Now, what happens next here... you could do earlier, you could do now. I'm just going to max these cowboys out. I'm not selling them or getting rid of them. They're going to be here the rest of the game for us, so might as well put them to level 5 for that better damage and better fire rate. That'll just help out just that little bit much more. And we're going to come here, grab this commander buff. We're going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and skip this round. I think we're good to move into the final wave here. So, no, we're not. We got 39 and then 40. Sorry, I apologize. Not final wave, the 39th wave. My bad. I'm just going to go ahead and start us right off with another commander buff. There's no reason not to. You can just see we're obliterating those tanks. They don't stand a chance. And then the Templar comes out and he's like, I'm not going to die for 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pop another buff for us. I mean, he does die rather quickly with this build, but like, he still holds in there longer than I'd like him to. And buff is off, so we'll pop it again. He'll probably get this commander on... Oh, no, he did not. He almost did, but he's just not good enough. And then we're going to pop this buff here and get going into that. I'm going to go ahead and skip into the next wave. I'm pretty confident we're fine to do so. And we can save a little time doing that. Save ourselves some time doing so. Alright, you can see the next wave is kicking off, and we did keep up with it just like I thought we would. I didn't get that commander's buff. Oh, I got both commanders. I can't even use the backup. Alright, well, we gotta wait. Unfortunate, honestly, but that's fine. It happens. And he's gonna get this one if I don't pop him now. I'll just go ahead and pop his buff. That's fine. A little earlier than I'd like to, but... In other words, he was going to sweep over the top of it, and then we just won't get it off. Yeah, like now, we're going to have a lapse of buffs, so... Because I didn't pop it pre-hand. Alright, we'll go ahead and get that one. And now we're back in good rotation here. The helicopters are actually helping with the Fallen Guardians. Sometimes they'll be straight on the Fallen King. Either ways works. You'll be fine either way. I've had to do both, so don't worry about if your helicopters are being a little silly. Like right now, you can see that they're all on the King. This will be fine. Your mortars and everything will handle that. If anything, they're getting a little pre-damage off on the boss for you, helping you out. They're like, let me weaken the boss up for you. And this guy is just not getting out of any stuns today. Alright, there we go. Alright, you can see the Fallen King's at 120k. And he's marched pretty decent area, but honestly, this map's small. I'm gonna... Oh, dang it, I missed it. I was like, I'm gonna try to pop that before he does that stun, but we're a little too slow. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get it off once it's done. We got him down to 98k. He should go down somewhere over here, roughly. But yeah, this is basically our run. Right here, we'll come up on another... Man, I've never had him shockwave this much and shut out my commanders so often. Alright, we'll get another commander buff here. We should still be fine. He's at 50,000. He's going to go into his defensive shield. Wait for the buff to fall off. We'll pop it again. And then, yep, next. And he's at 53k. He's doing some spawning. Still has his shield up for a little bit here. Most of our helicopters have fallen off at this point, which is actually worse than any other time I've done this. So it's kind of interesting. I've never had the helicopters fall off. Normally he's dead by now. So that's interesting to note. I think it might be just a little bit of unluck, but who knows. Either way, we also did skip 39 into 40, which may have actually set us back a little bit. But either way, he's still dead. Maybe a little bit slower than what it should have been, but we're good. We're good. On that note, guys, this is my new solo farm. As you can see, it's a 23-minute round. Not the best, not the worst, but that is potentially better than actually playing with a group. So that actually brings up the thing. When you're actually as high level as I am and you have the gold skins, should you just solo, or should you still play with teams? I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out in the future. Of course, playing with friends is fun, and playing with subs is fun, or viewers. So, of course, I'm going to continue playing with you guys. But maybe, for you guys potentially trying to farm money, who are higher up, maybe it's better to play solo. Who knows? Maybe I have to try that out more. Unless you got a good team who's going to do, like, hidden waves speed, like 17-minute waves. but I typically don't get that in groups. But on that note, guys, have a good rest of your day, afternoon, or morning. I know I have people viewing from all around the world. And on that note, peace out, take care, everybody, and hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the stream.